information and spoke to the first uniformed person who I saw, who happened to be German policeman. He asked me for my passport and took me with him, put me in the jail for 5 hours without any explanation. He did not like what's written on my passport. I was released in 5 hours and sent to my flight and so on, but this was a pivotal moment for me when I realized I will not be judged by some German policeman for what is written on my passport. I want another document that will take me to where I want to go without any obstacles. And I do believe all of us in this room and in this world realized that we need another document that will take us over the borders that are destined to us by our passport. We don't want to be judged by our nationality. We want freedom, and freedom is something that second passport offers you. We in CS Global Partners, just like me, have a story to tell. After 30 years, I'm standing here and helping to people like me then, and other clients who wish to have a second passport, with representation, with work of CS Global Partners, one of the best companies I know in the world that's doing this difficult and exciting work. We represent a whole spectrum of citizenship by investment, but we specialize in Caribbean countries, which we will discuss later on. All of us in our firm, from our CEO, Michael Rose Emmett, who is in London now, she is a dual qualified South African lawyer, and Paul Singh, our director, to the last legal and BD team, have a story to tell of our own immigration and reaching the point when we found our freedom. This is how we know, this is how our experts who speak 11 languages know how to help our clients. You will find the referral and references from our happy clients in our website. One more thing that you will find is that we are representing two Caribbean governments. We are given the mandate from Dominica and St. Kitts and Nevis to develop, promote, and safeguard those two programs around the world. This is how we are, CS Global Partners, are special. Let me start with the presentation here. Well, many of us in this room already know that CBI is different to RBI. CBI is full citizenship, that's held for life, passed on to generations, and does not need residency requirement in most cases. Successful CBI applicant will need to invest a significant amount of fund, starting with $100,000 for Dominican passport, into the economy, directly into the economy of the government, and government invested to the betterment of the local population, industry, and so on. Is it trustworthy? Well, simple reason. St. Kitts and Nevis and Dominica are in existence for combined 65 years. This is not a new program. This is years and decades of serving local community and business community, which means that those two programs have a pedigree, have experience, has jumped all the hoops that they possibly need, and they're here commanding platinum standard. Dominica program is being nominated for the 5th time in a row by Private Wealth magazine, prestigious Financial Times magazine, 5th time in a row, the best program, best CBI program in the world. And of course, key benefits of CBI programs, as we all know, mobility. These two passports in Kitts and Nevis and Dominica will offer you 160 countries visa-free or visa-on arrival. These countries and these governments are tirelessly working to extend this list. Only recently, Dominica added another 20 countries to their visa-free list. Basically, 160, this is covering most of the countries of the world, isn't it? Economic and political stability. These countries are extremely safe and extremely politically stable for simple reason. They are away from each and every conflict, they are way away from each and every political turmoil. These are countries that are focusing on the inner development, and their passport and the recognition of their passport is one of the biggest selling points. Those who hold passport of St. Kitts and Nevis or Dominica will never be looked down by any uniformed policeman anywhere in the world. They know that the holder of this passport is scrupulously vetted by the best due diligence companies, and these people definitely have a good reputation and good moral standards. This is what makes it different to any other passport. And of course, access diversification. I don't know how many companies are working within one country's borders these days. Everybody's trying to reach to new markets. Everybody's trying to open up a new business opportunities, and this is what these passports allow you to do. You will never have to wait for the queue for your visa to be approved, for the queue at the embassy, to be at this ever such an important business meeting. Of course, as a citizens of these Caribbean countries, you open up a bank account and start business there. And one of the countries, namely St. Kitts and Nevis now, is opening new business opportunities where you can not only invest into, let's say, donations of a diversification fund, where you can invest into projects which are other agricultural or aqua farming or any other infrastructural projects. They have hotels, they have villas, and the other real estate, very exciting projects where our clients or whomever wants to call this country their own can invest and run a successful business. And of course, we all know that these are the countries at the footstep of the United States. Not only that, it also offers you an access to at least 15 different business hubs. These two countries are members of the CARICOM. CARICOM is a Caribbean country union. It's basically European Union on the other side, in the other hemisphere. These are 19 countries, including Cayman Islands, Bahamas, and so on, allowing free flow of finance and workforce, which is basically allowing you the access to the whole region. And the lifestyle choices. As our beautiful moderator here said, if you want to retire, if you fancy to retire, or just have another home in your own tropical paradise, this is your chance to be there early. This is your chance to enjoy all year long an amazing tropical weather, amazing beaches, and the most beautiful sea and most amazing communities. People of these countries are known to be the friendliest, the most resilient ones in the world. They've been through so much and from one of the most cosmopolitan communities in the world. So, how do we go? Yes, visa travels, as we said. It allows you to travel to a minimum of 160 countries, visa-free to the UK, China, visa-free to Russia. You will need a visa for the US, Canada, and Australia. Otherwise, the world is your oyster if you wish to travel with this passport. And of course, as diversification, just as what we said. According to this very presentation, Middle Eastern families consider expanding into markets as their top priority. And I do believe this year has proven this fact very, very true. We do want to have assets somewhere else rather than our own country. Simple reason. We want to be able to travel where we want, when we want, taking our family and our assets into the safety. Political and economic stability. Second, citizenship, as we said before, is an insurance policy against potential civil, religious, or any other unexpected turmoil might happen in each and every country. We all know that a single country's passport can eventually show their good business at some point. And as we said, These are the beautiful islands that you might want to consider either retire there into a safe community or just run business there. And let's talk about Dominica very briefly. We all know this program. It is in existence since 1993. Diversification Fund will ask you to invest $100,000 for a main applicant, and the family of two main applicants and the spouse will cost $150,000. You also have, please do take a note that there are additional fees applied to this application, which is legal fee, application fee, and passport fees, and so on. These, whoever wants to have an offer or a payment plan, Sears Global supplies you immediately. Another option that you have is real estate. You can invest into real estate project. You can invest minimum $120,000 and keep it in your name for 5 years. Please take a note of additional government fee that applies to each member of your family. St. Kitts and Nevis, this is the program with a platinum standard. It exists since 1984, and very exciting program, very popular. And in fact, Les Khan, the head of the application unit, last week here in Dubai stated that they are having a record year. So the record number of applicants received in the last year alone. Right now, I would like to point out that there are a couple months left on an exciting limited time offer where family of four can become citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis for just $150,000. And that is basically saving around $52,000. As this slide is stating, you can also invest into real estate. Both countries during this time, during this decade, improve the quality and the variety of real estate projects. We will be happy to supply you with additional information if you wish to have it. There is also alternative investment option and private home option. Please do come to speak to us about both of them. More than that, St. Kitts and Nevis has an additional St. Kitts and Nevis alternative investment agency where you can invest into aqua farming, agriculture, common good projects, and so on. For businessmen who are interested in relocating and actually start or continue their business in the country. SKIPA, that's called. Please Google that, or come and speak to us about the project that St. Kitts and Nevis is offering in the country. And of course, last but not least, is a life cycle of your application. All of our clients are welcome to make their inquiries. We will be happy to assess each and every client's case. And of course, everyone does come with their own expectations and needs. We are happy to cater for that, and we're definitely capable of doing that. Once we chose a successful and suitable application, we will collect all of the information, make sure that your application is perfectly done and acceptable. And we will submit your application. The beauty of this project is they have a very short expectation time. We're talking conservatively from 3 to 6 months. St. Kitts and Nevis program has additional unique feature where for the additional $25,000 for main applicants, you can become a citizen from the moment of application to the moment of receiving your passport in just 60 days. Living here in this region, we met more than once clients who need their passport in the shortest possible period. This is the program for you if you are one of them. We will receive confirmation of your application, which is called an industry application in principle. This is the moment where our client will need to make a donation into the government fund that they have chosen previously, and we will receive your citizenship certificate. Sears Global partners can also apply for your passport, which will be delivered to you either delivered to us or through the address that you stated in your application. CS Global Partners can also receive the passport and send it to you. CS Global Partners is a legal, as we said before, legal and marketing consultancy, which advocates and market these two programs in global scale. We are not only specializing in these programs, we also have a full shop in our capacity. We're able to offer our clients Turkish, Singapore, Malta, Portugal, Grenada, St. Lucia, and other countries that are on the market. We only work with reputable companies on the ground. We are happy to take care of the client, and please be assured that your clients who you wish to pass to us will be taken care of the best of mind. Thank you so very much. If you have any questions, you can ask me now or take it to the booth when one of my colleagues, Kumar Pratik, flew to Dubai for this event in particular, and he's a legal advisor and executive. We'll be happy to see you and assist you later on. Thank you. Okay, that's fine. Thank you so very much for coming, and I enjoy the voice of the previous speaker where we thank you for being here, sharing this time with us, and perhaps collaborating with us in the future. Thank you so much. My name is Inga Wellings.